So we have a really light agenda today, just because I feel like some of the topics we're going to be talking about, we're going to be chatterboxing away. You know.
Really? I know.
Well, some people don't shut the fuck up, so
that's all. Let's just all point at ourselves. We're good.
Yeah, we're
Can we take him up?
all right. I think I have fodder.
You think you have fodder for the intro?
Yeah.
Oh.
Should we do a quick dance number?
Yes.
Oh my God, can you? Oh, can we talk about how popular it is now to dress up as a Twi'lek or
Twi'lek.
I don't know.
Or Twi, if you ask Mark Thompson. It's Twi'lek.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Mark Thompson's not reliable. He's changed the pronunciation of multiple characters.
Don't talk too much shit. I want to try and get him on the show someday.
Oh, Mark Thompson, I love you, and I know you're being told how to pronounce stuff, but you change your pronunciation of multiple characters multiple times. That's not a lie. It's just the way it is.
Is it Marcion or Markion?
Markion or Marcion, hello. Either way, I'm baning him, but just let me know what name I'm screaming out in the middle of the night.
Cool. Cool. Just torpedo all of our chances of ever having him as a guest on this show.
Why? I'm just being real with you.
He's not ever gonna watch this. All right, get down.
You don't know. You never know.
Oh my gosh, I would
she
be so embarrassed if he watched me on this.
I can't tell you how much I live in terror of like Sam Witwer or D. Bradley Baker finding our podcast, because more than once we have attested that we would like to hump their vocal cords. So, and I really feel like, yes, Christopher, yes. I really feel like that is not a good basis for like a working relationship or a casual friendship.
The opposite.
I mean, I'm sure they have gotten worse.
Oh yeah.
So, it probably comes with the territory of it.
We are not as bad as some other fans.
There we go. That's the tagline.
Gold star.
Funny thing though, I saw a lot of TikTok Star Wars people at Disneyland last night.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And I was like, I know you, kind of, not really.
Did you say anything, or did you blur it out?
I had shit to do.
Really?
Well, no, we'll talk about this in a second, but I was running around trying to find certain things I could never ever find. And it was getting really frustrating. And eventually I just said, fuck it, and started doing the rides. But like, I was just like trying to find like, Daddy Rex and my Queen Ahsoka and all this stuff. And, so I saw them passing. Among the throngs of lightsabers and shit, so it was pretty cool.
I can't wait to talk about it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
But Heather, we have to start the show. We have to do the intro now.
And by we, you mean me?
Well, you are the official starter.
I'm saying.
You're the starter podcast host.
I'm the starter podcast host. Is that like a starter wife?
Like a starter wife, yeah.
Okay, cool. Who are you leaving me for is what I need to know.
Mark Thompson.
Mark Thompson.
I can't even argue with that. That's fair. Fair play. Absolutely.
He's going to do his Marcion voice the whole time.
Oh, great.
No.
Fantastic.
The crisp and clever realness. I do not need it in my life. Okay. But I won't be on the show because I'm just the starter. All right. Focusing. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to The Divas Unleashed, the visual media version of our not one but two podcasts, Dark Side Divas for Star Wars and Marvelous Divas for the Marvel of it all. My name is Stephanie. I'm one of the women on this show. I'm a woman third of the show, and that's the extent of my clever introduction.
You're the third. Got it. Hey, everybody. I'm Chris.
I'm the fetch the water. Sorry.
Hey, everybody. I'm Chris. I'm the gay man. I'm also a hippo goddess sexual. and and y'all train him. You mean like you trained your his father?
God damn it. He's right though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Anyway, and who's joined us for today?
We have a lovely guest. Everybody, look.
It's me. Hi, I'm here, otherwise known as Mandalorian. Yes, so I'm on TikTok and Instagram and at Disneyland a lot of the time too. So that's me.
It's a good way to be.
Yeah, it's a good life. Yeah,
I know. And may the 4th be with you all. We're a day late on that, but there we are.
Revenge of the 5th.
How did that start? How did that happen?
I thought it was Mark Hamill because he used to like tweet, or maybe he just like made it popular because he used to do, like lead ups and stuff.
Yeah, I think
that's where I saw it the first time.
You may be onto something. Yeah. But like, why is it Revenge of the 5th and not Revenge of the 6th? Because that's at least one letter off.
Oh.
No, you're not wrong. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that one.
That's canon. That's it. We're celebrating tomorrow too. That's what it is.
They get 2 days.
There you go. Make it both. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We celebrate every
the rule of
day.
2, right? Seth, rule of 2.
Oh my God.
There it is. We cracked the code.
Yeah, there's like Apprentice Day and Master Day.
Yeah, perfect.
Master Day.
Anyway. Yeah. So yesterday, Lucasfilm has given us the gift of a new Obi Wan Kenobi trailer. What did y'all think? Holy shit!
I was thrilled. I had a feeling, or / the rumors, were abounding that it was coming, so I was like ready. But oh man, I mean, I already know I'm going to get emotionally devastated by this show. Like I'm ready for it. I want it. I'm craving that pain. It's going to be the best kind of pain. But like,
oh my gosh,
that look on his face at the end of the trailer when you hear Vader and he's about to see it, like, holy shit, that is like next level acting, and I'm just here for it.
I know, but I'm not sure how much of that is actually acting, because I saw there's an interview in an article with Ewan McGregor talking about the first time that he had a scene with Vader. He didn't even see him. Like he's standing and he's got Vader behind him, which is not a spoiler. That was in the trailer. But he didn't even see Hayden in the costume. The first time he saw him was when they rolled action. So he hears the Vader respirator and he can feel like this palpable dread. And then he turns around and he's like, I was 6 years old again. And there was Darth fucking Vader right there. And he's like, when I have had to portray fear in my acting, I was acting. I'm not sure how much I was acting that day.
Wow.
He was legitimately like in his baby boy bones, terrified. Yeah, I just give myself chills thinking about that.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna hurt so much.
But I know in trailers, movie trailers that Disney makes, they like to, throw like curveballs. And so I don't necessarily know if that last scene is Obi-Wan seeing Vader for the first time. Part of me thinks it's like Hondo calling his voice for the first time. He has that look like
Hondo.
God damn.
That would be both amazing and a letdown.
Yeah.
That would be his reaction to hearing Kenobi from across the bar. Just, oh no. Oh God, why?
Okay.
Yeah. But what my biggest takeaway of that trailer was Lars, coming for the shade, cutting deep. What did y'all think? Like
I mean, I had seen some of that in the comics. I want to say the Darth Vader comics. I can't remember off the top of my head. But there's some scenes where Lars is already like telling Obi-Wan off and telling him like, stay out of my kid's life, or my kid, So I knew that was probably coming. And I know is it Deborah? Sorry, I have pregnancy brain. So some of the things in my head are like a little mixed up. But Deborah Chow and Kathy Kennedy was talking about how excited they were to work with the actor who plays Lars, that I also can't remember. Joel Edgerton. There we go. I got it. I got there. Because I think it's going to be great. I think that's really interesting. And I also don't think Lars is wrong. He's not. He's not. So there's going to be some really interesting gray area, not black, white kind of stuff I'm looking forward to.
Well, this ends up killing Lars, right? I mean, I just rewatched A New Hope, he and the wife get incinerated. So like this is like their death sentence. Essentially, it's taking care of a goddamn Skywalker. So
You're right.
Yeah, well, that's a
Right.
death sentence for a lot of people in
Yeah.
the galaxy.
Yeah.
Proximity to a Skywalker.
Ugh, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oof.
And they do it anyway, you know? Like,
I'm really looking forward to fleshing them out a little bit because I mean, A New Hope's A New Hope, right? Like they're
Yeah.
minor characters at the beginning. They're very one note. Owen is grumpy, and Baru is sweet, and like that's all they are. And
Yes.
I see because you know people are just going to talk about whatever it is they're going to talk about on the internet, but people like to blame different characters for different shit, and they never blame the character who actually did the shit. And so there are people out there who blame Lars, and Lars being so mean to Luke for Luke's general dissatisfaction with living on fucking Tatooine at a moisture farm. I'm like, I'm pretty sure Tatooine took care of that all on its own. Didn't need any help from anyone else.
I grew up in the desert and I can completely relate. As soon as I was 18, I was like, I'm out.
Goodbye.
None of this.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
you're right.
Yeah, but it's funny going back and watching A New Hope and be like, you know, watching them die and Luke's reaction to that. And, you know, I'm like, okay, well, here's where Luke can like spend a couple weeks mourning them. And no. He joins Obi Wan Kenobi and goes on an adventure and blows up a fucking Death Star. What a Mary Sue.
With like 5 minutes of training.
Mary Sue. I mean, I can hear the comments now.
Yeah.
All.
I know that they're coming.
I believe the correct term is Mary Stew.
Because he's a boy. Good Lord.
I really don't think the Mary Sue concept is gendered anymore. It doesn't just apply to chicks.
It shouldn't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't, but at the same time, I mean, it is a sexist term. So that's where it comes from. And it pisses me off every time I see somebody use it. So I auto-block them on TikTok and move on with my day. And that's what everybody should be doing instead of like taunting them for more comments, Stephanie.
Well, I just want them to explain. I just because you can tell that they're constrained by the character limit, and I want them to free themselves and boost the engagement on my video. So all I'll do is say, "What do you mean?" And then let them go for a little bit. But that's if they've gotten past my comment filters, because I've only got a few comment filters, but my two major ones are Rey Palpatine and Mary Sue.
Wow.
Yeah, I have filtered those, and it's amazing how quickly that cleans up your comment section.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that a try. Yeah.
I think I've also filtered bad take. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good one too. It's good stuff.
That's like all of our opinions is bad takes.
According to the comments sitting in my filter, yes. I have 3 or 4 comments in there right now that are like, all I ever see is bad takes from you. Why are you always on my FYP? Stop commenting. Right. Maybe that'll go away. Jackass.
Remember what life was like before TikTok? Weren't those? No. It's so long ago now. Yeah. So, I mean, did the trailer though tell us anything new?
Not that I'm aware, other than maybe seeing the cape on the Grand Inquisitor. I think that was something new that I recognized. Is she okay?
Well, she's trying to tell me something, but she doesn't know what.
She's too doped up.
She's a little medicated. Yeah, I know, honey. What do you need? I mean, as far as new, I think Reva is the biggest new. Reva or Reva, I don't know. I've only ever seen her name in print.
Yeah, same.
But I think she's the biggest new. She's the wild card.
I'm excited. I think there's going to be a lot of potential there.
And because we know. I mean, she's not in the original trilogy, so she's not going to survive into the Rebel era.
Probably not.
So,
oh dear,
it's a really good point.
And Obi Wan Kenobi does. So I think we can kind of, with the gift of foresight and extrapolation, we can see kind of what her trajectory is going to be. But she looks like a very serious threat, and I love it. Yeah. I'm already half in love with her. So
yes, I can relate to that. I'm looking forward to it. I have a soft spot for the Inquisitors. You know, I don't know if you played Fallen Order.
Oh yeah, I have. Yeah,
Rebel. Yeah, like I think that's so ripe for backstory and context and what's right, what's wrong, and all of that. So I I'm very much looking forward to this. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm very
It's gonna be
excited.
awesome.
There's
I'm
a
so
lot of
excited. Yeah,
expectations for Kenobi.
the Grand
ahead.
Inquisitor cape looked amazing. His side profile, by the way, I noticed a lot of people that used to be complaining about the size of the head. When he had this side profile, his head looked more pointy. Yeah.
Yes.
So I think it's going to be okay, y'all. It's going to be great. It's going to be
He's
fun.
going to look amazing. He already looks amazing.
Yeah.
He
They
does.
all do.
Yeah. And I think just because it doesn't look like the animation, it's one of those things like you've held onto this character. Mm-hmm. Admittedly, when I saw Ahsoka in Mandalorian and her montages weren't as long, I was like, why aren't they long? You know, and then I was like, it doesn't matter. Also, it's the way it is. And it's still Ahsoka and it still looks amazing. Cad Bane is another example one. No, he doesn't look exactly like the animation, but you still know it's Cad Bane. It still looks freaking awesome. Like
he's recognizable.
Yeah.
And like cool. They gotta do stunts, man. Exactly. They can't have big ass cartoon heads trying to do kick flips and shit.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. It's gotta be a little practical.
That Cad Bane voice, though.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Yeah, the voice. The voice.
So good. I will say, do you remember when Rebels first came out? How many people were just furious about the animation?
I do.
Rebels. Like,
I mean, still, I get comments, the lightsabers are too pointy, like all this stuff. And I'm like, because it doesn't look like Clone Wars doesn't mean it's bad.
Exactly. I put myself in that category. When I first saw Rebels, I thought, wow, what a downgrade from Clone Wars. But the story of Rebels is unparalleled. And I just rewatched the Twilight of the Apprentice episodes. Oh. That is fucking peak Star Wars, and Clone Wars has never gotten as close to that awesome as those two episodes.
And
that's
I think,
in my opinion, but I think I might agree with you. Yeah, for sure.
We have that same evolution though in going from Rebels animation to live action.
Yeah,
like Rebels didn't look enough like Clone Wars, therefore it sucked. Well, now the live action doesn't look enough like Rebels, therefore it sucks. Y'all need to pick a fucking lane. What is it? Is it just that it's new? Is that what it is? You're not used to looking at it? Is that why? That's why. Because it's new. And look, I get it. I don't like new anything unless it's like a new slice of cake in front of me. I like that very much. But it's Star Wars, man.
It's still, you gotta love it. Yeah. I'm not gonna get hooked up on the nitty. You can have an opinion, but like bashing or critiquing incessantly just because it looks different.
Right.
I mean, we wouldn't get Visions. We wouldn't get Resistance. Those all look different too. Like it should look different.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You want different perspectives. So anyway.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm excited about the Obi Wan Kenobi show. By the way, for those of y'all that are joining or thinking about joining our Patreon, there's going to be a pretty cool watch-along event that we're going to be doing for the Obi Wan Kenobi show. So if you join our Patreon, you can be a part of that. Just saying, $5 a month. Hey. Yeah, that's
good.
That's part one of whoring us out, Steph. How about that?
You realize, I hope everyone realizes that this is a you thing. You and the other patrons will be doing that watch-along. Not this bitch. This bitch is tired. I'm sleepy.
Yeah, we will. I will be doing impressions of Stephanie the whole time, though. So
absolutely should.
That's worth the $5 right there.
Absolutely. but then you should post the video up on the Patreon for those of us who are too sleepy and can't attend.
Absolutely, it will be recorded, so it'll be one of those special things that we're going to do and try out and see how it works. And we already have really cool patrons supporting us that are in our Discord right now, so it's pretty cool.
They are cool people. All right, so we're all excited for Obi-Wan. Yes.
Yeah.
Check. Correct.
Check.
All right.
I just finished watching. Is everybody caught up on Moonknight? Are we Moonknight people here?
Yes, absolutely.
I just watched it today. The finale.
Holy fuck!
Today.
Holy whoa!
Yeah. As soon as Khonshu said, "I'll the two of you," and he he's like, "Yes, I'll grant the two of you." I was like, "That's it. I know that's it. I know that's it."
Yep.
I was such an idiot. I forgot that there was a third one because they had 3 fucking posters of like 3 versions of him.
Right, and then in the end credits where they show him like with his face in multiple slices coming out. There's 3 of them.
Sarcophagi. Yes.
There was that extra sarcophagus in the they kept telling us, but everything else is so spectacular that you forget about that guy, and that was intentional, and it fucking worked.
Yeah.
I'm still just completely blown away by that show. I can't believe a show like that exists now. Where would y'all rank the show, like in terms of the other Marvel stuff that Disney Plus has done so far?
That's tough because it feels like such a different show from Marvel. You know, we were talking about Star Wars animation, everything looking different. Marvel has different perspectives and different feels. And like the show started and it did not feel like a Marvel show until like midway through it, maybe.
Yeah.
Which was fine. I just, you know, it's difficult for me to compare because all the shows just have such different flavors, for lack of a better word. What do you think?
I'm coming away with it thinking that's my favorite so far. I do think that the Marvel shows are following a pattern where they start off in this like specific style and genre, and then it ends with like big epic superhero thing. But other than that, like you're right, they haven't done anything like this. It didn't feel like a Marvel show to me at all. It felt like I was going fucking crazy, quite frankly, and that was kind of the point.
Yep.
And Oscar Isaac's acting was off the charts this time.
Next level. Incredible.
So the thing is, I would not rate this as my favorite show. WandaVision is going to be very difficult to dethrone from that spot.
Fair.
Yeah.
But it's up there. But Oscar Isaac's performance is my favorite performance across all of the Disney Plus shows right now.
Oh,
like,
I love that.
I love you, Elizabeth Olsen, but that man with camera on him real time shifted through like 3 different personalities.
Yeah.
Seamlessly. Mid-conversation, he went back and forth between.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And they were completely different people. Everything about his physicality, it completely changed. Mark is hot. Jake is hot. Steven's not hot. Steven's attractive. He's cute. I want to hug him. I do not want to bone Steven Grant.
I want to have tea with him though.
I want to learn, talk with him. Yeah.
Please monologue about all of the gods, especially what's her Taweret? Taweret. I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
Look,
I don't know
I'm so American, but my gorgeous hippo goddess lady. Please monologue about her. I want to know everything. Just
can I be her avatar? I'll wear that outfit. I'll do whatever she wants. I love her.
I could have done with a couple more like hippo related details on the outfit.
Giant wings.
Because hippos don't have giant wings. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know if you've noticed this. I've watched a lot of Animal Planet in my day, so I know.
Oh my God.
Okay, got it.
Chris,
you
is
don't even know
my Animal Planet thing.
I have fucking PTSD from Animal Planet.
Crocodile Hunter. Crikey, let's do it.
Oh my God, I will never forget that era of you. But yeah, no, I love Moon Knight. I'm so excited for Miss Marvel now. I'm kind of curious how that show is going to be different from the rest. It seems like that's going to be a thing now too with Marvel shows. They're going to have to be different from each other. Otherwise, what's the point?
I'm into that.
And I'm into that, but still, like much more so than Star Wars. I think so far we haven't had the diversity in Star Wars that we have with Marvel thus far, at least if you just focus on Disney Plus stuff. You could argue, Clone Wars shifts genre a lot, but I just think that I just think that like Marvel is definitely doing something right. And like, I'm here for it. It's like it's like a new Pixar, whereas Pixar could never do wrong. It feels like Marvel can't do wrong either.
I mean, that's a high pedestal to be on.
And that's a high pedestal.
Yeah.
But they're spread it out so much. Like it's a really wide pedestal, so it's hard to fall off of it. But you remember when all the movies were coming out before we had these shows, if it wasn't a team up movie, which was just superhero movie wall to wall, it was a genre movie, especially with Captain America and the Winter Soldier. We started getting genre movies with superheroes in them. So that was a spy movie with a superhero. Ant-Man's a heist movie with superhero. And so I think they're taking that formula of genre with a superhero, and they've applied that to the Disney Plus. So Moon Knight is fucking Indiana Jones with gods and a superhero, right? Like that's,
I love that.
I feel like that's what they're doing with all of them. So Miss Marvel looks fucking adorable, but it also looks like the YA novel of shows.
Yeah,
which is great. I can't wait to eat that up like cotton candy. It's gonna be so good, but I'm also ready to throw hands with anybody online who talks shit about a teenage girl in that show.
Yeah,
They're already talking
happen.
shit about the
Oh,
girl
I've seen
in Multiverse of Madness.
America Chavez.
Yeah, the girl playing her Suchiel something something. I just followed her on TikTok because she made the most adorable TikTok with the guy who plays Wong.
Oh,
it's so
really?
cute. Oh yeah, you got to look him up.
All right, I will.
But yeah, there's already people online talking shit about her, and like, y'all, she's 15. Fuck off.
Yeah,
you are not going to Jake Lloyd this kid.
None
of it. Oh, I hope not. I hope not.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Disney and Marvel and Star Wars, so yesterday I was at Disneyland, like you do.
That's right.
So cool. So cool.
I was there for Star Wars night. I have done a lot of After Dark events. I think last night was my 9th one. And I definitely think they're my favorite type of Disney experience, but I have to before I get critical, I do want to say I do think Disney theme park fandom is so super toxic, and I don't want to do anything that like sounds like them or talks like them, because they like today they revealed plans for the new Epcot entry area, and I am now watching these horrible trolls on Twitter threaten the death and the heads of all the Imagineers. How dare you change fucking flowers and bring a stage and the Epcot bubble? Like, it's really bad. So I don't want to sound like that. But you know, I was in Avengers Campus yesterday. There's characters walking around. There's people everywhere. There's music playing, and it feels very immersive. I love Batu. It's my favorite part in the world. But you know what? There aren't characters walking around, and
are there not usually?
No, I mean,
in Batu, sometimes there are.
They're there, but like,
yeah,
I just don't think. I don't know. Yesterday, I found myself getting very disappointed because they didn't have for the Star Wars after event. They didn't have the main ride open. Mm-hmm. They didn't have a lot of good food there. The costume characters weren't as easily accessible as I would have thought they would have been in past events. And mind you, COVID restrictions are gone. You're like they're letting characters hug it out now with people and all that kind of stuff. So, and I don't usually wait in line for taking pictures with costume characters, but I see them like walking by. I can see them. I saw Rex, and that was essentially the only character I saw the whole time. I kept walking around, and I didn't find anybody or see anybody. So I was kind of disappointed with that. I don't know. Am I crazy?
No, I mean, you pay money, you want to see these cool characters. I've seen some people who were hunting for Ahsoka and didn't get to see her either. So I know I have never been to an After Dark, so I can't speak from experience. But I would imagine if you've been there, you're like, I want to see cool characters, and I want to I know when you go to Disneyland, they usually have times, right? Or like Mickey will be here, or like so and so. So I don't know why they didn't do that. That seems logical to me.
It makes me wonder if maybe there was something else that the public doesn't know about that was a factor. Like maybe there were threats made. Maybe there was something that was a reason why they were keeping the costume characters out. Or speaking of out, I need to let you know. But
meow.
I think that might be. I don't know. I have no knowledge whatsoever about this motherfucker.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I have a lot of friends that work at the theme parks, and I do know that like a lot of the mental health issues that have been impacting us since COVID pretty much has seeped into the theme park. And it is apparent sometimes when like I see like guests get really frazzled, and I see cast members get more frazzled than I've ever seen them get before. So that is a thing. And I'm just kind of like, I'm getting a little nervous because like I am getting a sense that Star Wars Land is getting neglected a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
That's hard to see.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, I think Star Wars Land is getting a little neglected because Rise of the Resistance goes down a lot. Like a lot.
I mean, it's a pretty complex ride, I would imagine.
Is. I know. But it's also hard to imagine they would do a ride that without doing a lot of thorough testing and making sure that it was going to work, because Disney's been pretty good about that for the past 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'm just I don't know. I'm hoping it's a temporary thing, and they'll bounce back. You know, they're still trying to figure some stuff out with like dealing with COVID regulations, and you know, people are showing up being assholes to each other all the time now, and that's hard to manage, that kind of stuff. But Avengers Campus, like when there's a new show, the character of that show is there like that day. You know, like I saw Moonknight yesterday, and it was during the day, by the way. It was kind of weird. I saw Wanda. I saw Wanda looking like a badass and like fucking scary, and that kind of confirmed for me, oh yeah, she's not going to be the good guy in this movie at all. Oh, great.
It depends. It depends on, I think, maybe your paradigm.
Yeah, I support women's rights, but I also support women's wrongs.
That right
there. Yeah.
No, I'm getting a little nervous because I do think Star Wars Land needs similar love, just a little bit. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But like the fact that last night a lot of people were telling me that they were really hoping that paying for a Star Wars night ticket was going to let them go on Rise of the Resistance for the first time, because when the tickets were originally on sale, they were still doing the horrible virtual queue system. And even if you showed up early in the morning, there is no guarantee that you're going to get to go on Rise.
I remember that. It
was horrible. Now you can just pay $20 and go on it, and I'll pay because it alleviates the stress of having to worry about it. But a lot of people did show up. A lot of people showed up last night for the first time since lockdown, and there was a lot of cool stuff. But I was still kind of feeling sad. I didn't feel like they were going all out last night.
That's interesting.
So, but what was good?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's two. There is two. The fireworks show. Hearing people just like cheer when they were doing like a big Star Wars music medley. Coolest part ever, when the Rey theme song started playing and everybody cheered.
Nice.
Oh, I love that.
And I cried. When they were doing the Imperial March, there were a bunch of Twi'leks, whatever. Twi'lek.
Yeah.
They were gyrating and twerking, or Twi'leking, as it were. I'm not sure if that was appropriate, but whatever.
Look, it's their cultural dance, Judgy. We saw it very clearly in Clone Wars. They have Zumba class as a way of greeting Jedi. So
I love that. The other part, going around Batuu and seeing everybody. I felt so naked because everybody brought their lightsaber. And so I have videos of this. There's like hordes of lightsaber wielding people around Batuu. A lot of people were sitting up in front of the Falcon so they could take like a big group picture. That was super cool. That was just being with a throng of people that are like super into Star Wars. Also, everybody was very respectful of my personal space. I was wearing a mask the whole time, and people were like, "Oh yeah, don't get close to that guy. He's, he doesn't want to die from COVID," and that was cool too.
I'd love to see that. Yeah,
that must be nice.
Wow. Sorry, Steph.
That must be so nice.
Oh.
Living in Texas sucks.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm glad you had a good time. As someone who didn't go, it looked amazing from the videos. I saw cute little Yoda beignets. I love the Disney Mickey Mouse beignets. Those are delicious.
Yeah, those are cute. Those were cute.
Yeah.
So they had duck wings. Duck doesn't have a lot of meat on the wings, so it was breading. It was essentially breading. It was good breading.
Good though.
It was good breading.
It was. Yeah.
It's really good. But yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping it's like a temporary thing, or they're going to do a couple more nights of it. So hopefully they'll fix any issues that they've had when they did it this week. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed with it. But I love Avengers Campus. It's kind of my favorite part of DCA for sure. I will hang out there all day long. It was funny. I was doing a TikTok live with Stephanie yesterday, and one of the cast members were like, "Hey, you need to move. The Wakandans are going to be here soon." It's like, okay, no problem. And it was like, nope, keep moving. And and like when I got off the live, there was a woman that looked over at me, and she was just like, do you like being moved around like that? And that's kind of rude, isn't it? And then the Wakanda music started playing, and I'm like, I am moving for those people right there with the big ass spears that are marching in unison towards us. I am moving for that. Wakanda forever.
Yeah, you were absolutely that guy, because I'm sitting on this live watching this woman behind him going, "Will you move? Will you fucking move?" And he's just beer phone talking on a live. You were that asshole. Awesome.
I was that asshole.
But you were my asshole, and so thank you. I got to see the Eternals over his shoulder at one point.
That's
so that was
cool.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
They were
I
very
like
nice.
the Doctor Strange show. I've always enjoyed
I
that.
love that one. I love that
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
What do you think about the Spider-Man ride?
It is a great family ride.
That's a good way to put it.
That's how I'm going to leave it. Look, my nephews will fucking love that ride. They'll want to go on it over and over again. And that's what it's for. My arms hurt every time I do it at the end. Cause Stephanie, it's a video game ride. So you have to blow up a bunch of spider bots and you get points, but there's no like pulley system or gun. You have to do this with your arms because you're shooting webs.
Yeah,
and it's literally an upper, like my arms are like screaming by the end of it. And so
that's awesome though.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. Mm-hmm. It's like the Toy Story Mania kind of, you know, but without the gun thing.
But I like Toy Story Mania more.
Oh,
I kind of do. Yeah. My favorite part of the Toy Story Mania is Mr. Potato Man in the front when he's telling his jokes.
Oh yeah, I do love that too. Yeah,
so I'm a fucking
Mr. Potato Man.
Mr. Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head. Okay, sorry.
Mr. Potato Man.
I get head and man mixed up all the time.
Same. Look, I feel like we've been keeping it really clean because we've been talking about Disney. So
yeah. Let's move on. So we have two questions that were pretty good. Pretty much everybody asked us what our thoughts were of the Obi Wan trailer. We've already talked about that. Mm-hmm. I thought these two questions were interesting. I did a bad thing, though, y'all. I forgot to write names down of who asked these questions. So if you want to complain, you can email Stephanie. And she'll take care of y'all.
You can message Chris. He is at SquireX2
on
Twitter and TikTok. Send him a DM. It's very rude of him.
I hate you. Anyway, question number one. Have we thought about covering the Muppet Star Wars episode from the original Muppet Show? And what are your thoughts about that?
Oh my gosh, what a great question. Most people don't even know this exists. I love Muppets. I grew up on Muppets.
Nice.
So I will, yes, somebody please acknowledge that this exists.
The Muppets are my favorite. The biggest travesty of Disney theme park history, in my opinion, was fucking taking away Muppets 3D at DCA. That was the whole reason why I bought a ticket to DCA for years, was to go see the Muppets.
I like Disney Philharmonic, but it's not the same.
It's not the same.
I agree.
No,
I agree. Yeah.
I need my dirty jokes. I need my explosions. I need the old men to laugh at us. Yes, I love that. I loved it. Yeah.
So in the Muppets 3D, did they do the thing because like Jim Henson had a rule with the Muppets? If you find yourself in a bit and you have no way to get out of it, there's three ways: you blow something up, eat something, or throw penguins in the air. And
they did all three.
Any bit.
I had not
all three.
That.
Yeah,
That's
and by
phenomenal.
eat something they mean like big monster, like fuzzy. Ooh, who's the big hairy monster?
Oh,
Sweetums. Is it Sweetums?
Sweetums. Oh,
it is. Yeah. Sweetums. Yeah.
Sweetums would eat them, or something like that, or they just blow it up, or penguins every time.
I love that.
Every time. So I guess what I'm hearing is, we're covering Star Wars Muppets.
We're doing that. In the finale of Muppets 3D, they do all three, Stephanie. So there's a fucking penguin orchestra that comes out of nowhere. There's a cannon that explodes things, and then this is mayhem. And poor Miss Piggy.
It's fantastic. Oh, Miss Piggy.
Poor Miss Piggy.
She's trying to play it straight. They won't let her.
Maybe that can be our break in between the devastation of the end of Clone Wars. And no, because we need to go right into Revenge of the Sith. After Revenge of the Sith, we could take a break.
I'm gonna need therapy, y'all.
Yeah.
I have to go let Boomer back in. I'm sorry.
Okay, no problem.
All good. Oh my gosh, Muppets. That makes me so happy.
I know, and I love everything Muppets. I love the new Muppet Show, even though it was not that great. That shit made me laugh so hard.
Yeah, they always make me laugh. Do you have a favorite Muppets movie, or a favorite Muppets episode of the Muppet Show? Or
oh my god! I mean, the Star Wars one is my favorite. That's why I watched the original Muppets originally, because I saw the VHS tape of it.
Oh yeah.
And I watched that over and over again, and then they had like a VHS volume set of the Muppet Show that I made my grandfather rent for me, even though it was 5 times more expensive, back in the day. Yeah. Oh god, favorite Muppets movie? Oh my! I mean, the first one.
Really?
Yeah.
What is that? The Great Muppet Movie?
The Great Muppet Movie, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's a classic. That's a classic.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start crying if I think about it. But yeah, Rainbow Connection's awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So
Muppets are classic.
They are. They're underrated. Yeah.
I do consider Labyrinth to be part of the Muppet universe, though. Like that. Like for me, David Bowie. Yeah, David Bowie is a Muppet, and that's my hill.
Yeah.
I'm a very sexy Muppet, perhaps the sexiest of Muppets. Yeah.
And I think because we know when he was doing the bowls thing, that was a juggler who was like snuggled up to David Bowie's back, sticking his hand out, because David Bowie couldn't do that. That was somebody else behind him.
I thought he could.
No, that was a professional ball tickler coming up behind him there. That whole sentence was fun.
With the hands too.
Yeah, when you see him like sitting in the windowsill and he's doing the three of them and he's letting them go, the hand that's juggling them is not him. That's another dude right behind him. That's why he's got the cloak that's covering that up.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, there's some puppet action of a sort with David Bowie. So yeah, headcanon accepted. He qualifies as a Muppet.
I want to be that hand now.
I know.
So if we're counting Labyrinth, are we also counting Star Wars? Because Yoda?
Fuck it, sure.
No, I think you need a certain percentage of the cast to be a puppet.
Okay. I know it was a stretch, but I thought I'd ask.
Because the only live action main cast members in Labyrinth were Jareth and what's her fuck?
Sarah.
Yeah. I wanted to call her Jennifer. That's the actress. There were those two and everybody else is a puppet. And so I think you need to have grown ass adults or teenagers in her case having conversations with puppets. Yeah. Like for the majority of the movie.
Have you guys seen Muppet Treasure Island with
oh yeah, Tim Curry.
Not David Bowie, Tim Curry. Yeah. That's iconic.
So fucking good. I think Muppet Christmas Carol is my favorite.
No, I watch it every year. It's one of
me too.
Movies, and that's one of them. It's so good. Yeah.
The Muppet Haunted Mansion is also going to be on my my Halloween routine now.
I like that.
It was
like that.
Yeah, it was.
It was cute. I mean, the ride references were amazing, but it was cute. Yeah.
I feel like I was missing a lot of the context because I've never been on Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I know.
Really? Wow.
She's never been.
I haven't been to Disney since my family dragged me there when I was like 18.
I did not know this fact.
Yeah.
Steph,
I'm in Texas. I'm as far away from the two of them as I can be and still be on this continent. Like,
that's fair.
I am working out the logistics and how I can get Stephanie to
look. It's complicated.
I know.
I am immunocompromised. I got all kinds of shit going on. Traveling me is hard. So
I hope it happens someday, though. I really, really do.
It
is her destiny. It is going to happen.
Your destiny.
It is my destiny. I love it. So. Yes, the answer is yes. We are going to be covering Muppet Star Wars.
Last question. This is kind of a big one too. How do you think the Clone Wars would have gone if the Jedi said, "We're not going to participate in it. You guys could go do your thing"?
Ooh, like Knights of the Republic. Do you guys know KOTOR at all? Did you ever play that? Like where the Jedi are just like abstaining?
Yeah,
not well.
Not well.
I think the Force balances itself, so I think it would have saved some things, but I think it would have still ended up. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Number mine's reeling. You're going to have to give me a second.
So I feel like, here's the thing. I have a lot of problems with the Jedi joining the war. I have a lot of problems with the Jedi, particularly because I'm listening to Dark Disciple right now. And Dooku,
so good.
Dooku, by the way, Mark Thompson's Dooku voice.
Hot.
Perfection. Perfection. Anyway, he's giving this speech and everything he's saying is fucking true. Where he's like, and then the Jedi show up with their surprise army that we didn't know they had. And they're flinging these clones' lives into the mix to die. All we're getting killed is droids. So, and like, ooh. And that's legit. The Jedi getting involved on a military level, I have a lot of problems with. I do feel like they were able to, because they went into it with the best of intentions. Their intention was to mitigate the damage of the war. Like they felt like if we're here to supervise it, then this will go well. And like maybe, yeah, if you guys weren't already halfway in the Senate's lap as it was. But all right. But I feel like they did alleviate, they were able to mitigate a lot of damage. There would have been a lot more collateral damage and innocence lost if the Jedi had not been involved with their ingenuity and their crazy ass reflexes and stuff like that. However, because they rose to meet it, the dark side was able to rise as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So if they had just stayed the fuck home, maybe we wouldn't have had the Empire.
I mean, we would have still had Palpatine. He would have wanted something, but like, yeah, it would have been something different. But yeah, no, that's a really good point.
I don't know the answer. I'm just a dumb bitch here. But
he does this every time where he's like, question. You guys talk it out. I'm just going to sit here and bask in the glow of your intelligence.
Because, exactly. That is exactly what I'm doing. But the thing is, though, we're getting so much hate right now for our opinions on the Jedi, and for these past couple episodes, because we just did the Ahsoka Jedi kick her out episodes. And Steph and I are, I'm still legit angry about it. I went ahead and even watched the first arc of season 6 and but yeah, like what is the balance? And I don't know what that is. I don't think the Jedi should have stayed out of the Clone Wars, but I also don't think they should have been leading these clone armies everywhere all the time. I think they should have built a civilian army.
I mean, maybe stay out of it as an army thing at all, because they had, before Geonosis was a devastating loss for the Jedi.
Yeah.
So like 120 something, I think I want to say, Jedi were killed at Geonosis. It was bad. But they had numbers. They could have literally been a peacekeeping force. They could have been a deterrent. They could have, if they had operated independently of the Senate and the Separatists, they could have been the guys that show up at the battlefield and go, you know what, y'all fight over there. We're standing between you and this city.
Yeah.
If you come into the city, you're dealing with Jedi, and neither of you want that. So they could have done peacekeepy shit and remained neutral and just protecting innocent lives without, bloodying their hands so thoroughly. But I mean, they didn't, and the Force needed them to do that, needed them to rise up and oppose the dark side, and then get desperately corrupted in the process and fall the fuck apart, because that's the story we got. But yeah. I think neutral peacekeeping force, that has a better feel to it.
It does. It's what's the word I'm looking for? Almost too good to be true, right? Like you could do that, but there's no, everybody's got a dark side is the bad way of saying that, but like there's no way the Jedi could have just like kept it neutral forever, right? So yes, neutral peacekeeping would have been great, but like something else would have happened. What's the, I'm gonna butcher this, but Two-Face, he's like don't live long enough to see yourself become the bad guy. Shit, I'm sorry.
Live long enough to be the.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. That kind of concept. Like you can stay good, but like something. Maybe that's kind of dark of me to think, but I think that's just life. I think there's always a balance. It's never just always good. So I don't know.
And I mean, I think even if they went the neutral peacekeeping route, they would have started with the best of intentions. But there was a horrible intelligence with the worst of intentions at work in the galaxy. Hurricane Palpatine is just out there fucking shit up.
Daddy Sidious.
Just fucking it up out there. And they would have found a way. They would have found a way to arrange an atrocity. They might have gone the Darth Maul route and just commit atrocities until the Jedi show up, and then frame the Jedi for the atrocities, and now they have to pick a side. Like there would have been a way to suck them back in. Any alternative we dream up has to be not taking Palpatine into account. So,
you're right.
What? Come here. You're so sad.
And then think bigger, like after, like beyond Palpatine, like unknown regions, going to Legends with Prince Izor, or like, what's coming, or like,
wherever the space whales fucking went.
The space whales, Ezra, Thrawn, and then, I don't know. So There's always a bigger fish, right?
That is one thing I forgot to mention earlier during our Disneyland talk. All the Rebels characters were represented according to the program,
or by
cast. Yeah, they were costumed, but the entire Ghost crew essentially.
I saw a picture that someone had that was captioned as Ezra and Sabine. And I was like, those costumes are great. I didn't realize they were cast members. I thought they were just visitors.
No, they are cast members.
Holy shit.
I am wondering if that, because Disney doesn't do that stuff accidentally.
Right.
Yeah.
And they only use characters if they're going to be relevant at some point because, virtual integration or vertical integration, all that shit.
Right.
Are we going to see them in Ahsoka? Are they all going to be in Ahsoka? That's going to blow my mind.
Yeah, I hope so. They better be.
Well, because the last time we saw Ahsoka outside of Book of Boba Fett, she was looking for Thrawn. Mm-hmm. She's trying to track down Thrawn. She's trying to find Ezra. That's her quest.
Am I going to see live action hyperspace whales? Please let me see live action hyperspace whales.
They will still be CG. I just want you to prepare for that.
I'm going to laugh if they're the wrong size.
They didn't actually go out and find some hyperspace whales. They had to make them smaller.
Yeah.
You just have to embrace that.
So they can do stunts.
Things for live action. Yeah. They got to do kick flips. What?
Well, wasn't there supposed to be an animated Rebel sequel that got absorbed into the Ahsoka show, or is that just a rumor?
I've heard that rumor too. I just don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a rumor for a long time, and every celebration they're going to announce it this year that there is supposedly a Rebels movie that is a continuation of Space Whales and Where the Fuck Did Ezra Go, all that kind of stuff.
That sounds like that got absorbed into Ahsoka.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, who knows? We're gonna. I mean, Celebration's not that far, y'all. I already know. I know we're gonna see another Bad Batch trailer. Or we're gonna see a first Bad Batch trailer for season 2, which is gonna that show is gonna break my fucking heart.
Man, what a fucking time to be a nerd, right? Because there's so much content. I forgot about Bad Batch. I have Bad Batch Funko Pops right back there. I forgot about Bad Batch because Obi Wan, because Andor, because Ahsoka, because so much. I just can't. That's amazing. Oh,
yeah.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
I did see somebody say that none of the Ghost crew actors, the voice actors, other than Ashley Eckstein, are scheduled or announced to be at Celebration. So take that for what you will. Maybe they'll announce them later, but I don't know.
Or maybe it'll be a surprise.
Maybe it'll be a surprise.
Because if they start saying that Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to be there, then we know.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
That's a very good point.
Kanan Jarrus, Force Ghost. Oh.
See, this is why I'm glad I'm in Texas sometimes, because if there was even the remotest chance that I would end up within arm's reach of Freddie Prinze Jr., you're going to have to restrain me. I just, between Kanan Jarrus and the Iron Bull and James Vega from Mass Effect 2.
Holy shit.
I can't. His voice acting fucking blows me away. And I would have to make my willpower safe to try.
Can I choose to fail?
I mean, I'm sure I would be fine. He's a grown-ass man. He's married to a lovely woman. They know all these things. No, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, he's totally cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Our last thing we like to do on this show is fuck, marry, kill.
Gosh.
I have picked 3 characters. This is based on the latest Obi Wan trailer. So very, very narrow list of characters to pick from.
Okay.
But I think I picked 3 good ones. All right.
Get it.
All right. Fuck, marry, kill. Grand Inquisitor with the cape. Uncle Owen. And Forlom.
Who?
Forlom.
The
bounty hunter.
I'm gonna need more information.
If you read the comic books, you would know all about Forlom.
I was about to say, I'm not super sure who that is. It's the robot, right?
He's in the Empire too, right?
Yeah, he's in the Empire. He made his debut with Boba Fett and Empire Strikes Back.
Fly and his name is Forlom, for the love of money.
Yeah.
He's a bounty hunter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that makes my choice pretty easy.
Does it? Well, think about it. Think about it, though.
No, I'm killing the robot.
I have my answer. Yes.
But we'll get to it. Go, Kier. Let's hear what you got.
I would kill Forlom. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust that. Not even a hesitation. I would 100% fuck Quizzy with the cape. Yes.
Yeah.
I would
Cape stays on.
Cape stays on. And then marry Uncle Owen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Aww.
He would provide. Yeah.
and you have foreknowledge because okay. All right, because my answers are the same. Okay. I'm killing Forlom, although his name is very clever. I will say that, but I'm killing him, and I'm gonna bang it out with the Inquisitor, especially if we could get also his cartoon version as Jason Isaacs just narrating the action from the side. That wouldn't be weird, right?
Okay. See, I have I have a different answer than everybody else.
Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. So, and again, cape stays on.
Right.
Owen, I'm marrying.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be a polyamorous situation with Beru as well, because love her. Okay, but
get that blue milk.
I am not. Get that.
Sorry.
Get that moisture. It's moisture front. Anyway, but here's the thing: with the gift of foresight, early in our marriage, I would get life insurance policies on both of them. Let those accrue interest for a little while.
Yeah. Does this include disintegrations?
They're not completely disintegrated. In New Hope, you can see they're
incinerated. They were cooked. They were burned.
They're not disintegrated. Their charred bones are clearly visible
because they were
horrifying.
Yeah, they were killed by a flamethrower. Go figure.
Yeah. Hey, flamethrowers are fucking great.
They're great. I love flamethrowers.
They're very effective weapons.
Very effective weapon.
Oh, Charles.
Oh gosh.
But yes, right. that's mine. What have you got, Chris?
Love it.
I'm killing the Grand Inquisitor. I hate that guy. Yeah, he's hot with the cape, but he's dead.
Even with the Jason Isaacs narration?
Yeah.
I have to think about that, but as it stands right now, I'm just based on the trailer character, I'm killing him. I'm fucking Forlom. I'm curious. I'm just curious.
I can respect it.
Yeah.
You know he's got a variety of attachments available.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get tired.
Thank you. I need that right now. right now. And Uncle Owen, hello. I mean, the man who raised Luke, he is going to give Obi Wan so much shit, as he rightfully should. I have never seen a character validate me so much.
Oh my god. You're so mean to Obi Wan.
I am mean to Obi Wan, but you know what? Like, being a parent sucks, but like the standards you're held to are brutal, and I recognize that. But that's my bias. That is my bias towards people. Is like, you know, if you're like, I when I go to Disneyland, the thing I hate the most, more than anything, is when there's a kid that is absolutely terrified to go on a ride, and a fucking parent makes them go on. I hate that. I legit hate that so much. So yeah, I have a weird thing when it comes to people and their kids and not being great parents. Sometimes but I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I want to be clear. He was thrown Anakin Skywalker. We've talked about this a lot. He was put in an impossible situation. He did his best. It was, unfortunately, there were way too much plotting behind his back, and he probably had no chance.
No, nobody had a chance. Qui-Gon wouldn't have had a chance.
Qui-Gon wouldn't have a chance.
More of a chance.
No.
But no, nobody was going to, because again, Hurricane Palpatine. And I mean, we've talked about this on the show, that Obi-Wan isn't a parent. He's a brother.
He's a brother.
I love that. That's
and
totally
when you're older,
true.
you're the oldest child, and now you've got to raise the other kids. but you don't actually have a lot of authority because you're peers, but you're older, so they kind of listen to you sometimes, and you're definitely now responsible for all their bullshit. Like, speaking as the oldest of 5, I'm telling you, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought, no, he didn't have a chance. But yeah, I think Owen's going to give him a metric fuck ton of shit in the show. And the thing is, I think you're going to like it for a minute. And then we're going to get 2 episodes in and you're going to realize that Obi Wan is also talking all of that shit to himself.
Mm.
Obi-Wan.
Fun.
Obi-Wan's going to be his worst critic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so there's
Absolutely.
a lot less Schadenfreude to take in the moment when they're beating themselves up too.
I think when he sees Vader, his heart's going to absolutely break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can get some like consulting with like Force Ghost Qui-Gon in there. That would make me happy.
God, please.
But,
Please.
Yeah.
Please. Because maybe
and just say something nice, like, you're doing great, Obi-Wan.
Well, and have you read there's the short story from a certain point of view?
Yep.
No, I haven't.
It's canon.
There's a story from the perspective of the ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn talking to Obi-Wan, I think right before he and Luke leave the planet.
Oh shit.
Like while Obi-Wan's packing his bags for the trip to Mos Eisley. And it's so I cried. Amazing. It is a short story, it broke my heart. Because
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yay, Dark Disciple. I'm so happy with that book right now.
I'm at a part of that book where I wish I had, like, I'm gonna push through because I gotta do the whole book, because we've got an Unleashed episode, we're gonna talk to some friends about it, it's gonna be great, and I want to finish the story. I do, but I'm at a part in the story where I wish I had stopped like a chapter and a half ago, where everybody was still like sexy and badass and happy and in love and
Yeah. Star Wars books go, like, they dive so quickly into horror.
Because why do we ever think it's going to be different with Star Wars? Why do we always buy into like that, gosh, I love these characters? It's Star Wars, they're all going to suffer, and if they don't suffer, they're just dead. Like, but every time we throw ourselves into falling in love with these characters, and like, we know they can't survive. We can't. Every time.
We hope. It's because Star Wars is about hope.
It is about hope.
It is about hope.
On so many levels. So many levels.
My gosh.
Anyway, Chris is going to fuck a robot. So.
I'm going to I've done worse.
Bringing it back. Yeah, you have.
Yeah, that is the show. That's all we got, folks. And I told you, we're almost at an hour. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Mandalorian, where can people find you? What do you and how would you want people to find you? I think it's a better question.
What do you got going on, girl?
That is a great question. I am mostly on TikTok, so I post some things on Instagram, but yeah, I'm very active on TikTok, so it's been my big thing to promote positivity and like the fun side of Star Wars. And,
how dare you?
I know.
It's awesome, you guys. If you want little bite-sized pieces of Star Wars sunshine, please go follow Mandalorian on TikTok. It's the fucking best.
That's the goal. That's the aim. So that's what I do.
And we're not kidding when we say sunshine. Like, I've had some, especially after days where I'm getting shot at by expressing my opinion on Star Wars. I'm just like, oh, fuck these people. When her TikToks come up, it's like, oh, somebody's great and wonderful and shiny, and I don't have to be so sad anymore.
Right.
Until 5 seconds later, when some guy's like, you're
until
fucking
you scroll.
Until you scroll. Well, I'm glad I get those 5 seconds. I'm glad. That makes me happy.
Yep.
But yeah,
it's perfect.
Thank you guys.
At Mandalorian on TikTok.
This is so
much fun.
Yes, that's my last name is Manda. My first name starts with a K, so it's like Manda K. Mandalorian.
Love that.
Mandalorian.
That's where it comes
love it.
from.
I fucking love usernames. We've had Mandalorian. We've had Boba Fett.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Star Wars Tia. I just fucking love usernames.
What was that one the other day? Din Djarin hockey mask.
It was somebody who asked a question. I love seeing my notifications and seeing the names that come up, because I saw one. God, what? Oh shit! It was somebody's meaty tuck. But like somebody who shouldn't be. No, Ventress's Meaty Tuck. Yeah, that was their name. Yeah.
Yeah, some people are very creative.
I don't know where to go from here.
But they liked my video, so it's like, yeah.
Ventress's Meaty Tuck likes your videos. That's great.
Okay.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, so you can find us on social media too. I'm trying to pivot. It's just really hard to pivot away from a meaty tuck. If you want to follow us for the Star Warsness, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok as @DarkSideDivas. For the Marvel side of things, and honestly, you should do both because we're very fun. We are @Marvelous_Divas on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. On Facebook, it's @TheMarvelousDivas because some other bitch has my name.
Right. You can find our podcast on any podcast platform of your choosing. If you leave a review, and we would really appreciate reviews. If it's the kind of place where you can leave a written review, we will read that on the air, as long as it's a 5-star review, mind you. Also, we have a YouTube channel that you're watching this video on. Please like, subscribe, and last but not least, wow, my part's getting longer every day.
Your part's getting longer.
I wish. Old age doesn't work out that way, though.
I'm gonna pet this cat. You keep talking.
We also have a Patreon, y'all. We're going to do some really awesome exclusive events there, exclusive content. We have a really great Discord community already. Everybody that's on there is super awesome and positive and funny. Please join us. It's just $5 a month. And it lets Steph and I concentrate more on doing great content like this.
Because we want to entertain you people full time.
Full time, and more importantly, spread a lot more positivity in the MCU and Star Wars fandoms and geek fandom in general. Because we don't just stop there; we're fully functioning nerds.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Right. We've covered all the bases.
That's
all
it.
Right. All right. Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Right. Bye. Chris wants to fuck a robot. Yeah. Can we take a moment to appreciate how pretty we all are right now? We're so pretty.
Beautiful.
We are so pretty.
We look beautiful.
So pretty. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But Kier, with that door slightly open behind you, I keep expecting to see a creepy hand come out.
Shut it. It's just my closet. I can shut it if you want.
It's okay as long as you don't have a monster in there or anything. We're good. We're fine.
I do not.
Okay.
I do
That's
have
what she's saying.
heads with wigs on them, so that would be kind of scary. But we'll keep the door closed.
That would be deeply frightening. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm humbled because I'm around a bunch of TikTok masters right now. My little TikTok is just chugging along away.
I am not a TikTok master, please.
Oh yeah, you are.
No.
I mean, at least I never skip over your videos. There are some I'm
right.
like, oh, I'll watch them sometimes and skip.
You guys are
and
sweet.
you're so on point with the lip sync. I fucking can't. I've done one, and it took more takes than I want to admit to. And it was an audio I knew because I watched Critical Role, and it was an audio from Critical Role. Still fucked it up. So good job.
To each their own. I have a hard time doing other kinds. I see people there are people who have series and people who do in-depth dives, and I'm constantly just like, I'm terrified. I mean, you get it as a woman with opinions about a fandom. It's kind of terrifying. So lip syncs is my easy way in. Maybe I'll get brave. We'll see. But thank you. I should just say thank you and shut up.
No, it's fine. No, that's over-explaining is how we deflect compliments. So
Yeah.
Over on the Marvelous Divas side, I've stumbled into a series I'd never intended to do because it started with just pointing out how Wanda Maximoff's costume has evolved over time and how as her power level and amount of fabric increased, the fanboy love decreased dramatically. There's no boobs. There's no thigh highs showing, none of that. And so, by the time she's in Multiverse of Madness, she's a legit threat. She could kick Doctor Strange's whole ass, is my opinion. And of course, once Kevin Feige said that, the fanboys were like, what? Anyway, I just did a quick video, like showing the progression of her costumes. That
Nice.
video, it keeps getting new life. It keeps making the rounds
gosh.
again. We're coming
Yeah.
up on almost 700K views on that thing.
Wow.
And it's all, so many dudes in the comments like, nuh-uh, fanboys still love her. Nuh-uh.
Okay, dude.
Okay.
Cool.
So that spun off into multiple videos about male gaze versus female gaze.
Sure. Yeah.
And that just, I mean, I'm gonna keep tapping that bell until it stops
Good.
paying off.
Good for you. Well, it's a good conversation too. It's important, I
Right?
think. So,
Yeah.
oh man.
But yeah,
the
fanboys
no,
fucking hate
no
it.
spoilers. I don't know if you've seen it. You mentioned Multiverse of Madness. I'm literally going to see it after we record. So
Nice. And
Okay.
instant jealousy. Yeah.
Yeah, right. No, I'm not. I'm not going to see it. I think until Saturday. So.
Good luck.
I'm not gonna see it until it's released into streaming. So
Right.
I don't know how you're going to avoid spoilers.
I don't know either.
I'm not going
Yeah.
to. I have embraced the fact that there will be spoilers, and that's just how it's going to be.
That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got hit
That's
with all the
fair.
spoilers already, so fuck it.
I've managed to avoid most of them so far, I think.
Good for you.
I mean,
Good for you.
I just
That's
stop
impressive.
interacting with people. That's what does it.
Yeah, just turn it off.
People, that's the problem. People.
Always.
I mean, I have Apple News, which I feel like is like the app, and I was scrolling, and literally in the title of one of the articles was a spoiler, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
You motherfuckers! No.
I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like,
Unacceptable.
I had no chance. You can't avoid them.
Yeah, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, right.
Your eyeballs talk to your brain really fast. There's no undoing that.
There's no undoing.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, stop.
Amazing.
Anyway, yeah.